Cody here with Dad Dare, and I just finished a challenge this last month. It was a fitness challenge, and at the beginning of the month I challenged myself to do 1,000 pull-ups, to do 2,000 push-ups, 4,000 squats, and 8,000 abs. And I did it, and I want to share with you what my experience was like and also what I'm planning to do next. Hey, if you're new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe and destroy that like button down below. This channel is all about becoming and being the best dad that you can be. We challenge ourselves in ways that are mental, that are physical, that are relational, that are spiritual, and we just try to become the best person that we can be so that we can serve our families and be the best dads that we can be. So that's what Dad Dare is all about. And every month I challenge myself personally, actually to multiple different Dad Dares, but I've been sharing on Instagram kind of a main one that I've been doing every month. And this last month was a fitness dare that I just shared with you. It's 1,000 pull-ups, 2,000 push-ups, 4,000 squats, 8,000 abs. Initially I was just gonna do 1,000 pull-ups, and then I was talking to a good friend of mine, Jackson, and he was like, well, why don't you do the push-ups and the squats and as well? And then I was like, well, why don't I do abs as well too? So it was good to have him as a motivation, and then to have some of you actually do it with me. That was a lot of fun. And going throughout the month, so the first week I got really sore, and basically I wasn't taking any days off. So my way of trying to complete this goal was to do 5 pull-ups, because I can do about 5 pull-ups. My pull-up bar is right there. I can do about 5 pull-ups and do those consistently. If I do 10 pull-ups, then I notice my second rep of 10 is a lot harder. So if I do 5, I was able to keep going. So 5 pull-ups and then 10 push-ups, 20 squats, 40 abs. And the ab exercises changed during each set. So sometimes I'd be hanging and doing knee raises, sometimes I would be doing bicycle crunches, sometimes just normal crunches, sometimes leg raises. So about every set I would be switching that up, but be doing 40 of whatever it was. And then I would do that 7 times, so 7 sets of that. And I tried to stick with doing that every single day of the month. However, there was a period of 4 days right in the middle of the month that actually was right at the second week that I got really sick. I got food poisoning, and I threw up 40 times in 12 hours. And if you know me, like, I don't really throw up ever. There's only been a small handful of times in my life where I've thrown up, and they've pretty much all been for food poisoning. So I lost all the liquid in my body. Like, my body was really weak. I couldn't keep food down, and I was basically out for 4 days, where there was one point where I just tried to do a push-up and I got lightheaded, and there was even one point where I just tried to get up and walk somewhere and I couldn't, and so yeah, that was pretty bad, but it set me back on my schedule. So here's kind of my record throughout the month. I just kept track, and I had to do some days where I did 8 sets or 10 sets to catch up. But what I noticed was after week 1, the soreness went away. Week 1 was really hard. My body was really sore getting used to this workout, but I got into a rhythm, and Chief, here, come here. Outside, come on, outside, 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 outside. Okay, so my Chief just threw up on the floor. I'm not sure why, but I don't think you want to see it. Looks kind of nasty. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta clean this up. I'll be right back. Okay, now that I got that cleaned up, what was I saying? You know, I got to a place where I was feeling really good, And after I would work out, I would have a protein shake, and I would take a cold shower. I would take a cold shower and then kind of start my day a little bit, and then I'd have a protein shake. And just having that routine in the mornings was really good as well. I was also listening to music when I was working out. That was super helpful. And towards the end of the month, I just had a day left, a couple days left, and Jackson again challenged me to do a Murph.
Good morning. I'm putting my shoes on, getting ready to do the Murph with Cody. Cody's up in Washington State. I'm down here in San Diego, California. And we're gonna start the Murph at 8 a.m.
which is a mile run, and then you do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then another mile run. And I had never done that before, and so I'm starting the Murph workout here at 8 a.m. It's 7:43, and this is my first time ever doing it. So I'm trying to figure out kind of how many sets and what order of the squats, pull-ups, and push-ups that I want to do. But my friend Jackson's doing it with me, so that's gonna be really cool. This is some footage of Jackson and I doing our Murph, and just want to say thanks, Jackson, for challenging me, and I was surprised at my time. So go ahead and watch and see how I did.
I always stash my my towel and my water here in this guy's yard. I hope he doesn't mind. All right, 3, 2, 1, and we're off.
All right, here we go. It's a little chilly out. Got Chief coming with me. So we have this lane that our house is on, and if I run down, it's a 1/4 mile long. So if I go down and back twice, that's a mile.
This thing goes downhill. Now let's hit the downhill, because what goes down must go up.
First half of the mile's done. The road is really slick, so I don't really have good traction. I probably should be wearing cleats.
But just finished the run. That hill sucks. So I'm coming up on my outdoor gym. This is like my favorite thing in the pandemic. They're building an apartment building here, and they have these scaffolding they constructed over the sidewalk. It's the best pull-up bar man could ask for. Here it is. Pull-up, push-up, and squats. We get 10 sets of 10 pull-ups, 20 squats, 20 push-ups, and 30 squats for a total of 100, 200, and 300. I just finished my last set of push-ups, pull-ups, and squats. And now it's walking to the start line to finish the last 1 mile run. It's bad when you start feeling like you want to puke if you're doing it right.
I have 10 more pull-ups, and then I'm running. All right, last mile. Here we go. Good boy, Chief.
Home stretch.
We picked up a hitchhiker.
Done.
Oh, and done.
Just finished the Murph. I feel terrible. Feel good, but terrible.
All right, my thoughts on the Murph challenge. First time doing that. Running in the cold weather is challenging on the lungs, and the pull-ups are what slowed me down the most, for sure. I had my squats and push-ups done, and I still had 40 more pull-ups to do. So I gotta work on my pull-ups. Overall, I feel really good, and it was a great way to end the year. So that was my very first time, and I Googled, what's the average time for someone to do a Murph, a male to do a Murph without a weighted vest on, and it was 48 minutes. So I was at 49 minutes. I felt really good about that, and I think I might try to do it again at some point in the future. And now, since I've gone through this month, this is my plan going forward. I would love to get to a point where I could do a muscle up, and not a kipping muscle up. So that's kind of what you see in CrossFit, where there's a lot of swinging motion and like pulling your knees up to get that momentum to get up over the bar and push up. But I want to do a strict muscle up where I'm just hanging straight and able to pull myself all the way up. And so now I'm starting some exercises to prepare my body for that, and I feel like this previous month was really good to just kind of get my body warmed up. And a lot of people post before and after pictures of their transformations, and this month I took pictures before and I took pictures after, and I could definitely see a difference. I felt a lot better, and I think that's more important than how you look. I think how you look is important, but it was more important that I was feeling healthy and feeling strong, and that I still am now, and I could visibly see a difference in those pictures. And so as I go forward, I'll continue to take pictures and use that just kind of as a reference and a piece of motivation personally to just keep going forward. If you dads out there want to take a fitness challenge, I would challenge you to this. It's 1,000 pull-ups, 2,000 push-ups, 4,000 squats, and 8,000 abs in 1 month. You can do it however you want. You can cram it into a few amount of days. You could do it over the whole month, but that's your goal. And if you're gonna do it, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Also, just let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you in the next video. Dads, hats off to you.